I'm always home. 2300 Jackson Street. Always home. Good morning. One of those windy mornings. I hope y'all can sit through me talking through all this wind. I'm probably need to stay in one spot. I think I'm gonna stand in one spot. Damn. This wind is gonna block my damn life. Try to walk and talk, but I know the wind is gonna block my voice. Very much, thank you. I like a little breeze, just a tiny breeze when I'm running. But this little wind gust is going on. Makes it difficult. I don't know. Let's see how this works. Y'all give me a minute. Just hesitating right now. But while I'm here chilling, if you have not gone and got my my short story, it's it's only $10. $ Rico the Opinionist. It's the word opinion with IST on the end of it. RICO the Opinionist. And basically it's a short story I wrote years ago that talks about the first time I found out by accident who my biological father was at 22 years old. All the way up until I finally met him in the flesh at age 39 because he never wanted to meet with me. So it's a pretty cool story. Those who bought it and they've actually read it, so they've said to me that it was a page turner, considered an emotional roller coaster, a great read, worth the money they spent on it, and they're looking forward, and some are looking forward to more of my thoughts, I guess, in that format. Should you decide to purchase the short story and you hit me on the Cash App, please submit an email address so I can send it to you immediately because it's in a PDF format, okay? So that's that on that. And now I'm about to attempt to, what the hell is that? I hear it on my other line. What is that banging? There's something inside this damn pole. I don't know. I check out my videos after I do sometimes, and this banging is a bitch. So I'm gonna try to walk and talk. Hope the breeze, the wind gust, does not take my voice out. But anyway, a lot going on in the news as always. I'll try to pick a couple that I find interesting, and hopefully you find interesting when I go to share my opinions and my thoughts. This Facebook page is called Rico and His Opinions, and my YouTube channel is Rico the Opinionist. I have a Facebook group called Rico the Opinionist. Go over there. If you can't get the videos over here, you get them over there. And that's the one I send everybody who wants to be a part of my Facebook group. Just trying to get it out there for those who want to hear an alternative perspective on what the going narrative is in today's media climate. And again, thank goodness for this whole social media thing, so we can all at least have an opportunity to express ourselves. Back in the day, it used to be through books only and research papers. Then blogs came out, and so the way we're allowed to share our thoughts it's just exploded all over the place. So if they don't let you on, if they ban you from Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you got TikTok, and you just have your regular blog. That's how you roll. Because traditional radio and all that stuff, they're still hiring their own special people. And by the way, I'm not blurry today, by the way. I took care of that last night. I need to get some heavy-duty stuff to clear the blur. But I'll be more careful with the phone in the future. So let me get right to it, okay? This morning when I woke up at 6, well, it was really like 5:30, 5:15, 5:30. I kind of go through social media and just kind of see what's going on. Anything new has happened overnight or anything I missed the day before. And I came across this video. First, this comedian brother, I can't remember his name. I don't remember his name because he is funny as shit when he does his recap of all the people that's trying to come out against the baby. But I'll remember his name tomorrow. Or in the future. So, but anyway, he alerted me to the fact that Raven Simone has come out against the baby. And I'm always saying, isn't it interesting how they can all form a mighty Voltron as a community to try to shut people down. But we've never thought about forming a mighty fist to sock their ass in the eye as heterosexuals in this country. That's what it's going to have to take. It's going to take a Thanos fist for all of us to join together to sock their ass in the face and put them out. Because I don't like the fact that they've been allowed to have this semblance or this idea of all powerful. And a lot of us have bought into that bullshit. You don't want to upset the LGBT because they'll shut you down. They only shut you down because you lay down, fool. You don't have to fucking give in to that shit. Who gives in to bullying? Oh yeah, weak people. And so they come together. And still on the baby. Mad at him because he won't apologize with snot bubbles coming out of his nose. They want him to be Viola Davis from the movie Fences. They want to see snot bubbles coming out of his nose. He's not, whatever he does. Publicly, don't let them make you out of Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon's a total bitch. Now he around here, and speaking of Nick Cannon, now he around here trying to justify making all these bastard kids out of wedlock with all these different baby mothers. You stupid, sorry son of a bitch. Fuck Nick Cannon. Just a lame. They just totally emasculated. Good morning, Travis. They totally emasculated his little bitch ass. Now he's trying to find his manhood through his zipper. You sorry, sap-sucking, dingleberry-eating, lame motherfucker. Just a lame. And I'm the one who was one of your biggest. I stick up for Nick Cannon. I stuck up on like, y'all get off that dude. He doesn't have to be hood and street. Let him be intelligent. Let him be clean cut. But he bought right into the bullshit. Allowed himself his own brand to be dirtied. Because he's a lame. But anyway, trying to be cool with the wrong group of blacks. If you're a clean-cut black man, a clean-cut black woman, don't let the hood bring you down to that dirty level. Yeah, that's their job, is to make you dirty like them. Shout out to the hood, but y'all with the shit, always. And they doing just fine, but you the one looking crazy out here. Nick Cannon. But anyway, let me get back to Raven Simone. Raven Simone, after Elton John, Dua Lipa, Madonna stinking ass. Let me see, who else did I mention? They try to come out. That's like, I guess, old LGBT celebrities. Try to come out against the brother. Now you have Raven Simone. Now Raven Simone, now y'all remember her at 3 years old, 4 years old on the Cosby Show in season 6? When she came on there as Lisa Bonet's stepdaughter. No, we love that cute little biracial, mixed-looking little girl. She was so funny. She was so precocious. And we loved her all the way through That's So Raven and then the Cheetah Girls and all that shit. Multi-millionaire. And we didn't mind her being whatever she was because Raven Simone never said anything about anything. She never bothered anybody. She went behind her mansion and just did her in private. And she finally came out. People like, oh, she's gay. Like, okay, she's gay. Good. Who cares? You know. But what I've always said on my little small platforms, we have to be careful about these black gays. I've always said, you can find the videos when I say, black gays are not black people. They have no loyalty to black people. These celebrity black gays, Because look at them, like people like Wanda Sykes and all that. See, they'll be black because, unfortunately for them, they were born black. Whoopi Goldberg, same motherfuckers. They can weaponize their black just to get into black spaces, but then they don't fool with black people. Are y'all hearing me? Their whole world, their whole private world outside of their celebrity is white folks. And she married her a white woman, what, a year ago? Came out with her white woman. Which is her business, fine. You know, I'm just telling y'all, these celebrities, these black gays, Lee Daniels got him a white husband. Billy Porter got him a white boyfriend. They always got something to say about black folks. They love to weaponize their black when they're trying to get in particular black spaces. They want to be at the BET Awards. They want to be at the NAACP Awards. They want to be at the trumpets. But they don't fool with black people in real life. Are y'all hearing me? That's a lot of these, we say the same thing about a lot of these Oreo black celebrities who have these white partners, white wives and white husbands. They use their black girl stuff when they're around black chicks, but their world at home is white. So we have to be mindful of that. Don't trust these double agents working under white supremacy. Now, Rico, what about the poor black gays? Well, they just assed out. Guess what they still are? They're still black. And so I even made a video on one of my YouTube channels. Just look it up, Rico the Opinionist. And the title of it is, do white gays, do they support black gays, or do white gays like black gays? And it's always, to the beginning, it's always been about white and black. See, even with the AIDS epidemic, it was the gay white male. And they made sure there's plenty of money, plenty of research, plenty of advocacy for the gay white male. Even though black men were catching, they were homosexuals and getting caught up in the HIV, AIDS. HIV once hit, AIDS was kicking their ass in the late 70s and 80s. AIDS. And black men were dying. When it got around to the late 80s and the mid 90s, after they've done their Ryan White, the little white kid that died, I think he got of AIDS. They got the foundations, they got the millions of dollars from the country. And guess who else? Guess now they're still living and they're thriving, but guess who's still dying of AIDS? Black gay men. And it's still going on today. But you got these black gay men still kissing gay white ass. It's stupid. But they get it eventually, I guess. And so that's why I always pose the question, what is it that a white gay man and a white gay woman, what rights have they ever been deprived in this country to warrant the need for gay rights? Now, black gay is still a Negro who likes to do alternative sex in the bedroom, beating gay sex. They still a nigga. When you call a black man or black woman with a PhD in America, a nigga. Same thing. So they're going to get it. So anyway, a little history there. Raven Simone has parted her lips. Mainly it was her little straggly country ass, straw man from the Wizard of Oz looking ass, brick face ass, hard skeletal face ass, anorexic, emaciated ass white wife gonna come out and have some words for the baby. I think, he should be educated. He should get educated on AIDS, HIV, how it affects gay people and in the community, and before he opens his mouth and says something ignorant. There is a video, go on YouTube, you'll find it. They have something to say. She did all the talking. And Raven Simone comes up, And Raven Simone, by the way, has lost about 40 or 50 pounds. She actually looks pretty good, but her eyebrows gained about 3 pounds. So the thing is, she's there, and this is what Raven Simone said. Yes, and our community is strong, and our community is going to band together, and we come together. You see how we come together? Yeah, he's not going to be canceled long, but I'm going to see about that. We'll see about that. That's what Raven Simone said. Now, let me take you back with Raven Simone. Raven Simone, if you also go to that same video on YouTube, where she and the baby were having a back and forth on Instagram, and they were just kiki and ha-ha, and she was just grinning and cheesing because he was telling her how much he loved her as a child, and he still had a crush on her. And she like, yeah, that's cool, shit, I'm with it. No, she was acting like a heterosexual chick, a straight chick, like she was down with possibly getting him some. And even reportedly, she invited him over to the house and they kicked it. But then she gonna come out here and just throw the man, just talk crazy like he just ain't shit. All because, and I do believe that most folks who got a lot to say about what he said on that stage, they didn't even watch the video. I watched it, I heard what he said. And it's just like most folks, they go get a sound bite, or somebody told them, or they said, look, this is what happened, you need to react to it this way. And so that's what people have done. So, yeah, oh, we're condemning somebody, we're counseling somebody, what they upset the LGBT, oh, we got to take care of that. And that is what's happened. You know, and I say, you know, stop trusting these black gays. Raven Simone, fuck you. You go ahead on. I'm glad you showed which side that you're really on. Because you can be black and still, you know, be down for your people, but it's impossible for a lot of folks. You chose your side, I mean, in more ways than one. And so, but this is a message, a continuous message, an ongoing message to heterosexual, free-thinking, masculine black men. We're the ones who seem to understand that Dr. John Henry Clark said to all of us as a race, but specifically I'm saying to us as black men, we have no friends. So we're going to have to learn to be friends with each other, heterosexual, masculine, straight black men, free-thinking black men. We're going to have to become friends with each other, to look out for each other and form a fence around each other. Because everybody, we are food for everybody else's hunt. For black women, for LGBT, of course the white male power structure. We're only invited unless we're walking with a sway and a swang in our voice. Hey, hey, that's the only way we're accepted unless we're acting like clowns and buffoons. That's the only way we are accepted for the most part in this society. We have to always look non-threatening to make white folks feel comfortable. Hell, now to make these feminist black chicks more comfortable. That's right. And that's what they teach black boys. You be quiet and let the girls roar. That's the reason I don't have any children, because my sons will be playing with none of these hoes. I don't know, because you know how teenagers do their own thing, so I don't know. I'm just saying, black men, we're going to have to get up on this. You know, I don't agree with with 90% of what these black rappers say. I think they're terrible people. But I want everybody to have the right to free speech. And this is why I'm on this. You know, free speech is part of the Constitution. If we all believe that we're Americans, how come the LGBT and white women get to decide which speech that they want to hear? That's not how that works. If we're going to go by the United States Constitution, that's not how this works. We're supposed to, free speech is what it is. It's free speech. If you don't like it, change the channel. Don't buy the concert ticket. Don't click on the video on YouTube. Don't read the book. You know, don't watch the TV show. Don't watch the commercial. Don't listen to the song. We all have a choice in that. Like, if you don't like what I'm saying on any of my platforms, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to friend. You don't have to do none of that. Because I'm still going to do me. But this thing about canceling people because your feelings get hurt because you're offended by words? Are you kidding me? Now, the whole thing with these black rappers, there's some in-house stuff we need to check. But also we need to call out these white Jews and homosexuals who fund, promote, and distribute this hate music that black rappers are paid to sell to the world. Everybody's fine as long as black rappers are talking about killing other blacks. murdering expressing violence toward other blacks and all this kind of stuff. But soon as they get outside that line, again, y'all, to talk about other folk, well, we need to have a conference on this. Dude, you think we can get together and have a conversation and educate each other on how words hurt and how stereotypes can oppress people? But these same LGBT, these same liberal democratic white women never say, let's have a conference on how we can get these rappers back to singing conscious rap. What's up, Kevin? Both Kevin Matthews, Kevin Williams, what's up? The Kevs up in this thing. How come they never come together to talk about how we can get rap music back to conscious rap music, where we build each other up and educate each other? We read the books of our African-centered scholars. No, they don't want to bob their head to that beat, because it means that they won't be looked at in a positive light if they got conscious again in the rap. So they have to fund and promote and continue to distribute this self-hatred rap. My main goal here is to express my concern about they're taking away our freedom of speech, and and groups are allowed to do that, and I don't care for that shit. That's what I mean. It's not about just the baby. He gonna handle it the way he can. I hope he doesn't go into a dark room walking backwards with his pants around his ankles. I hope he doesn't have to do that to get put back on. Like I said, the baby, you're already a popular figure. Man, just go underground, keep your songs, if you wrote them on, produced them, rent you a venue, and man, do your own festival. Do your own shows. Yeah. You can still make that same or similar money. Your distribution is already out there. People already know who you are. Any publicity is good publicity, even if it's negative. At least they know your name. They'll come out of curiosity to see who you are, see what you're talking about. But the main goal is they paid that $50 for the tickets, or $60 for the tickets. If I have to play smaller venues, that's okay. You play the same venue like 4 times in that weekend and make that money and have fun. These black dudes act like they scared. Now it's interesting that they hustle their way, having plenty of money, being on the underground, but then all of a sudden I guess they get a taste of that big machine that can produce them and get them all over the world, provide them jets and luxury tour buses and stuff. I think that's what they get caught up on, all that hype. And then they pay them, about $30,000 to $50,000 a night for a show and all of that. They don't have to worry about paying anybody else because they take care of all of that. Yeah, I understand. It's just like working a job. Your health care is paid for it to come out your check, though. You got everything. You get your money, you go home. And that's a little tougher. That's easier than owning your own business. That right there prevents a lot of people from wanting to own business. Trust me, I understand that. You used to go into work, make your little $1,500, $900, or $2,500 to $3,000 every 2 weeks, or making your $6,000 a month. Shit, make a pretty decent little living, and just get your check and go on, do what you're gonna do. Everything's taken care of. Yeah, that's man, you get comfortable with that. Because if you do it on your own, you have to do everything on your own. I think baby probably afraid of that. But you can still push your thing, and guess what? They'll start kissing your ass again. I'm sad that Chris Brown didn't take that route. Chris Brown went a totally different route, and Chris Brown music has not been the same since that Rihanna. It just went to some serious, dumb-ass, demonic, tattooed-up, ignorant-ass, multiple baby mama shit. Who is this? Elliot? What's up? And so, Raven Simone's come out talking trash with that little country-ass white wife of hers. Beetle-ass, bro. Raven Simone has let y'all know which side she's on. I need black men to understand. John Henry Clark told us, you have no friends. And what that means is, even the woman you laying laying right next to, the woman that you went to college with in class, the one you go to Christmas and Thanksgiving with, the woman who gave birth to you, they all have the potential, and if they haven't already, to turn on your ass. Because we live in a society where black men have been so minimized and vilified that even the women who are related to you see how exposable or disposable you are. Or expendable. Put all the words in there. You know, I saw a video of this fat chick called it on her brother or her husband. I don't know. He sounded like he on drugs or something. I don't know what. Just handing him over to the police. And they sick the doggone damn near bit his shoulder off. I mean, he like, who called y'all? I'm straight. And I don't know. He punched the wall. He just punched the wall. And the white cop was happy to oblige. And on YouTube, Minister Jab refers to as the black woman as the German Shepherd or the gatekeepers of white supremacy. She's the yard dog for the white man. A lot of them are. Don't act like y'all don't have the experiences with these chicks on your job. I'm not speaking like, man, Rico, damn, you own these black chicks like you hate them. No, I just know where I live. I live in America under white supremacy and under feminism. And I understand that since the beginning of the time, it's been the threat of white supremacy, white racism, has been the black male, the heterosexual, masculine, free-thinking black male. Not a woman. Not a woman of any race. Women are used as what is called Trojans to get to the men. Women of all races are used as a Trojan horse to get to the men. Did y'all hear what I just said? And unfortunately, due to the programming and acceptance of the deal by Lyndon Baines Johnson and Gloria Steinem and feminists, the government and white angry feminists, black women signed off on that deal to turn in or practice what's called moratorium manumission. Y'all know what that is? Check out Dr. Claude Anderson. The video is called Inappropriate Behavior. It's a moratorium manumission. Mandatory or moratorium manumission. When you do something to save a white person's life, they reward you. And black women have bought in. The masses of black women have bought into that. And they don't understand that contributes to them being single. And then they turn into each other for love and affection. But still, out the side of their mouth, they say, well, black men don't want commitment. Black men just want to sleep around. No, it's not black men, sweetheart, it's you. You stopped being a woman. You became a foot soldier to the white races. And the black men like, okay, we're going to march for them, motherfucker. We finna go on somewhere else. Eric Crummy, what's up? So that's what's going on. So let these shits, don't y'all, and y'all do, stop having conversations with these hoes about relationships. That's stupid. The only people who have these damn conversations, male-female relationship with these women, and it's always the ugly ones. Again, look at these videos. It's never chicks who are 0 to size 6, fine and pretty. They don't have these conversations. It's always them hard-ass, hard-voiced, fat chicks or thick chicks with tattoos. And y'all Negroes sit around and have, well, let's discuss male-female relationship. I refuse to. They have no interest. And the ass want to tell you all the Negroes sit their silly ass around and have a conversation with these dumbass broads. If I go there, look, I've gone to them. And that's why I know I'm not finna get on this stage. I'm not finna go and comment to this. I'm finna look around this audience and see a little fine chick in here and see if she want to go out and have some margaritas. So, baby, let's get out of here. Let them dumbasses have wild, loud-ass conversation, passionate conversation about shit that ain't gonna change. Black men, stop getting involved in these dumbass conversations. Every time there is a conversation about male and female, it's about selling a book. Some Negro, they know that there's a hot button topic with females because they're too silly. They know that they're the reason that they don't have no relationship. Men don't be complaining about that. Men just move on. The one thing about it is about men, we have what's called manhood genetics. We have manhood mentality. We move on and say, well, fuck it then. She don't like me, I go somewhere else. But females, our women think there's a problem. We need to speak about this. There's something clinically wrong. Ain't nothing clinically wrong, bitch. You fat. You got weave. Your attitude bad. You got multiple kids by multiple men. Your voice is heavy as a motherfucker. There's nothing wrong with men. Men are good. Black men are good. And I need y'all dudes. You know, I know you still trying to sell books and still try to get coochie coupons from these old rotten broads out here. But if I've gone to them, it's not to participate in the conversation. It's to see if there's some actually cute chicks up in there. If it ain't no pretty women in there, I'm saying it's some food in here. It's some liquor in here. And I'm not that I couldn't care less about the goddamn conversation because it's stupid. And young guys wasting y'all time talking to bitches about some fucking relationships. You want a relationship, young lady? When somebody asks you to dance, dance with them. If somebody asks you to go out on a date, go. That's relationships. If he asks you your name, tell him. If he offers to buy you a drink, accept it if you want to give him some pussy, not because you think he's stupid. That's relationships. So why the fuck we playing games, having these long-ass conversations, arguing back and forth with ugly-ass bras? And again, they'll never be attractive. They're always the big-bodied, wide-back Queen Latifah back-ass hoes. No, shout out to Queen Latifah, though. I was just saying. Neil Carter, Rosie O'Donnell looking ass bitches. But back to Raven Simone, those stinking ass. You know, y'all recognize these black gays, these black lesbians, these black feminists don't have no love for you. Because plenty of women, not just in America, plenty of women in the world that you can talk to who actually like you. Get a passport. So I'm not going to belabor this. I just wanted to share this. Y'all check out the video. Raven Simone, little turncoat stinking ass. She threw down the gauntlet. She let you know whose side she's on. It's not the side of black men and even black people. The Raven Simone is white. And let her be white. But I'm just glad she finally opened her little cowardice mouth and finally found something. Because all the stuff that was going on, Raven Simone never said anything. What was going on with even for the Breonna Taylor, like I can hear, but anything that's going on, cop killing, she had nothing to say. Even black women, when they're talking about the issues that's going on with them, Raven Simone never had anything to say. But you mentioned now all of a sudden, you offend her white wife and the white LGBT, she got all this smoke for the baby, a man who just last year, they was having a love fest on Instagram. Y'all don't think chicks ain't double agents? And these gay black chicks, don't fool with these broads. Don't fool with them. I'm just saying, don't. But y'all not gonna hear me. My platform ain't big enough. I'm just a little middle-aged, angry black dude who just barking at his cell phone. But I digress. Y'all fooled me on that Cash App, though. My next story, real quick, is I don't know if you ever heard yesterday, Andrew Cuomo, the mayor of New York, under duress and under the pressure, and then at least 2 women coming out saying that he has been sexually inappropriate with them, boom, he decided to resign. Come on, somebody. He resigned. But let me give y'all my recology. See, again, when everybody else looking straight at something, I look around the room. I look at facial expressions. I just kind of piece things together. I'm not this great all-knowing. I'm just throwing my opinion, y'all. Y'all ready? Last week, there was this barely unattractive black woman who is the Attorney General of New York. Is not attractive. You know, ain't too many pretty women got those high because they too busy going out on dates. Yeah, y'all have to listen to Tom Likas. He'll let you know. He said Tom Likas was a red pill white man before Tommy Sotomayor, before the black men got red pill. Tom Likas was he's really. Now, they want to say Rollo Tomasi, the white man, he's a godfather of red pill, but Tom Likas is, if he's not the godfather, he's definitely king of red pill. And black guys just got hold of it later, right? They refer to it as the manosphere, black men going their own way, save yourself, black man, and all these different intelligent black men of reform. All these groups came later. But that Tom Likas white man managed to kill him with the truth. And stuff you're like, well, damn, that is true. And guess who knows this truth? Pretty women. He said, pretty women don't have to go to college. They don't have to. Because there's always men willing to pay for them. And that is true. If she's fine, and she's good looking, you know, and Lord Jesus, she's nice and shit. She get everything. And yeah, y'all see these young white girls and these damn, these big body sports cars and shit? White girls, they ain't playing. They know how to use their youth. And African American women, for the most part, don't. They wait until they get like 28 to 34. All of a sudden, now you want to have high demands. No, you're supposed to have high demands when your body was in high demand, in high def. Everything sat up by itself. No dimples, no dents. Tender and juicy. So Tom Likas, y'all look up some of the brothers. Look him up on YouTube. Tom Likas especially when we talk about single mothers and independent women. Oh, he's awesome. He said all that stuff. 15 years on the radio. All right, I think his show ended in 2004. And so, Tom Liker's talking about a chick that said, well, I have a master's degree, I have a PhD. He said, well, of course, sweetheart. You had nothing but time on your hands to study because you didn't go out on dates on Friday nights. You didn't have any dates on Friday nights. Man. Mr. Eric says, use what you got to get what you want. So, always these little angry, unattractive chicks who got all these high positions. Well, hell, wasn't nobody asking them out. They won't go out on no dates on Friday, Saturday, and all the pretty women were. And so they get these high position CEOs and all that, and blah, blah, blah. And some of them that's cute, but they ain't nice. They some unfeminine broads. Yeah, she might be the CEO's the boss, but she ain't very nice. She getting away plenty of coochie, but ain't nobody trying to marry this hard to live with, argumentative boss bitch. So, anyway, then so they know this, so they put out the lie. Kevin Matthews, you back? They put out the lie. We know men are intimidated by powerful women. No. Men flock to pretty women who are feminine and nice. They kind of shy away from smart mouth, hard talking ass broads. Yeah, it ain't got nothing to do with intimidation. It's a man's nature. Masculine is all automatically drawn to feminine. Even in the homosexual community, you got a stud chick and a soft bitch like a Halle Berry. You got a chick like a Shirley from What's Happening dating a Halle Berry, soft and masculine. Even the gay man, you got a sweet ass dude. What's your name? Billy Porter dating a hard dude. Let's say a hard man, like he work construction, but his girlfriend is Billy Porter. And even, so let you know that nature doesn't stop even when you behave in an unnatural way. Come on, somebody. Whew. God and nature. Y'all better get you some. I don't know what y'all doing on Saturday mornings. Y'all ain't learning the truth, obviously, because nature, and they say, and God never changes. You can do what you want to do, but those two remain the same. Nature never changes. Masculine and feminine, man and woman. Come on, somebody. So anyway, Tom Liker's, his classic thing, for poor guys because they can't afford tens. I love it. And that's the truth. Any man with some money, you don't see him with no busted bras. You see him with the finest stuff he can get. Even a man who wins the lottery today, you think he's going to go out tomorrow and buy a used yacht? So anyway, you had a little ugly chick, black chick. Now, there's a point to this now. She read all his charges out, right? And then next thing you know, Andrew Cuomo resigns. They already have, guess what? A woman already waiting to replace him. I need y'all to pay attention. See all this shit, and y'all forgive me, I don't really take women seriously for the most part. I don't really talk to women unless alcohol is served and it's after 9 p.m. Anything, I'm not gonna waste my brain cells listening to these people. So what do they have to say during the week? Except for getting on your damn nerves. So Friday, Saturday nights after 9 p.m. and alcohol is served. Yeah, what's up, baby? Hey, bitch. Be fun, be feminine, be festive. And so, Rico, you just can't handle no strong woman. Nobody wants to handle that bitch. I work all week. No, before the pandemic. I'm handling my job all week. I want to handle your deep conversation during the week. Whenever on Friday night, I don't want no deep conversation from no woman. Goddamn, I want to get in something deep. Yeah, I said it. Oh, damn, my mom listens to this shit. Sorry. Damn it. But anyway, I'm going to have to... Anyway. So, so having said that, I don't want to hear that, I want to hear something intellectual. I have female friends who are intelligent. We talk our intellectual stuff. My non-sexual female friends, we're friends. Somebody I want to screw, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear what's on your mind. Unless you're giving me the okay to go there. So, not on no weekends. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear nothing deep. I've had no deep conversation on no goddamn weekend. I don't want to hear nothing deep. Don't ask me nothing deep on no Friday or Saturday. And hell, on Sundays either, because that's relaxation. Hell, it might be a brunch going on. We're talking about before, now we're talking about after the pandemic is over. No, goddamn, mimosas are flowing. Tequila Sunrise is, peach and apple crown is flowing. Goddamn, Miller Lite's Corona, premium Corona, is flowing from the tap. I don't want to hear nothing deep from you, ma'am. Yeah, from them dudes either. However, so now they got a woman. Now, you see all this ties in. When I hear women say, women have fought long and hard, but when we have women fighters, women are gonna rule the world. Women are running. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all ain't gonna do shit no more than what a man allows you to do. And guess what? Here again, they're gonna celebrate her, the first woman governor, the first woman, because let me tell you something. Women can't win statewide or national races per se. Not for president or governor. Wait a minute, I'm tripping. Cause I think there's a governor. Lady won Minnesota, I say. No, not Minnesota, but that's Nevada. And that's a mean-ass white conservative lady, too. Was that Claudia? Was that Claudia Brown? Good morning. Oh, Claude, man. I'm sorry, bro. I should know that by now. Claude, good morning. Tripping. You're lucky you came. So they're going to move her into his spot. Not have I guess next year they're going to have a real race, so I guess she's going to serve as the interim. Hopefully that'll get her enough where she might actually run in the race, but I think they're going to have a lot of dudes in, 2022 to take that spot over. But she's going to serve as the interim, and they're going to do a whole lot of weird-ass shit while she's in there. They used the black woman as the German Shepherd, the attack dog, against the male patriarchy, and they slid this woman on in there. Because for the most part, they don't just win like that. That's what they're trying to do with the presidency of the United States. They're going to, I can be proven wrong, they're going to slide Kamala on in there because Joe Biden's, his battery is getting weaker and weaker and weaker. That dementia is kicking in, and it's funny how people are just standing there and pretending that this man is not out of his mind. He was out of his mind during the campaign. Y'all ever known anybody not to travel at all to campaign? And Trump was filling up stadiums, and of course people said, well, it was the COVID, they were doing this. Even during the COVID thing, they only had like 6 cars to come out there. Trump had a whole goddamn convoy of folks. So he let you know all that shit was just weird. Because they meant they was going to push this LGBT. Michigan's governor? Okay, right on, Kevin. And so, they have to get them in there, I guess, for the sake of history. But I don't know what Andrew did, but it's interesting how they can always, out of nowhere, pull some type of sexual harassment. And then they can find these women. Isn't it interesting? Who in the hell out to this day want to hire women anywhere around them? Who would want to? Because as soon as they get mad at you, they can get some people together. They can get other men to join them into taking you down. Because he said, when I came there and asked him if he needed anything from me before I left, he said, yes, I need what's under my skirt. And I I was so shocked. I didn't know what to say. I got in my car. I was numb. Yeah, right. All of a sudden now, 3-5 years later, I'm still taken aback by what he said 5 years ago. When he said my skirt was extra tight around my behind, or he hugged me, but it wasn't with my permission. We were at the Christmas party, and he hugged me when he said hello, but it was against my permission. I didn't give him permission. All that shit. I'm telling you, it just... And now they were debating because since he resigned, he gets everything, he moves on. But because I think there was a pending possible impeachment proceedings. But and I read where they said, well, it wouldn't do any good, because he's already leaving, and there's no need to waste taxpayer dollars for that. But there's a movement amongst that group, They want to impeach him, so he never has the opportunity to run for state office again. You know how they tried to do Trump? They want him to run again. I wouldn't be shocked if he moved over to the Republican side. Because that was a funky-ass move they did. So he's a sacrificial lamb for what we'll see in a minute. We will see. It's something he wouldn't do that these Democrats say, hey, all right, then. Well, we're going to do the old, what we do by everybody else. We're going to put some sexual harassment charges on your ass, Mr. Touchy-Feely. They probably knew he was touchy-feely, but didn't say anything because he was the governor. Now, when it's convenient, they'll use that chip to take you out. So how about everybody just behave and be cool? But again, it makes you not want to hire women to even bring your coffin. When I handed him his coffee, his pinky accidentally touched my pinky, and I wanted to let him know that I was a married woman, and I'm just there to do my job, and I'm professional. You know, just get out of here. But you know, the shit gets so bad, some dude will come out and say, you know, I was harassed by him. When he shook my hand, he gave it a fifth shake when he was shaking my hand. I felt kind of some type of way about it. I didn't know you shook a man's hand that long, and then he kind of squeezed it kind of firmly. I just felt some type of way, and I won't call it sexual, but it felt sexual. Like, nigga, look, all of us gonna be doing YouTube channels by ourselves in front of our goddamn computer. Because working around people is becoming dangerous. All of us gonna get YouTube channels and say, fuck that. I'm finna talk about opinions all day long, and hopefully I get enough subscribers so I can make a living. And that's what people are doing, like, fuck these jobs. Fuck working around people. Because it's political and full of trash. Finna give me a radio job, and a home radio on my damn computer, and give me some subscribers, maybe sell me some books. And if I have to go out there and sell, all my books gonna be sold virtual. I don't want to go out there and do no book signing. Somebody gonna say I tried to sign their name and make a penis out of the damn, out of one of the letters in their names. That's how disgusting and stupid it's becoming in this country with this Me Too foolishness. And I'm not defending anything that he allegedly did or whatever. I'm just saying let's all pay attention. Because either one of us, as long as we have a penis, we could be next. On a national scale, state scale, or just local, where you go. Anybody can just accuse you of any goddamn thing. And motherfuckers just over that. We're over it. You know, this pandemic, I'm telling you, is bringing out a whole lot of stuff in black men. If y'all have not learned, please pay attention to the signs. Now that too many things are not going on because the pandemic has slowed a lot of people down. It's just so much so that you can actually pay attention to what's being done, what's being said. Please don't leave this pandemic once they declare it's over next year or 2023 ignorant. Please do not leave this pandemic more empowered than you were before the pandemic hit. Because looks like they may be headed for another shutdown. I just need black men. Read some books. Connect with other black men and have these discussions. If y'all want to have a discussion with me, invite me. Shit, we can have this discussion. Because it's about empowerment of men, not against anybody, but to save or to protect ourselves. We can still date and kick it, but we have to be re-educated on how to do this. We shouldn't be using this pandemic just be sitting on our ass and not talking to each other. And not just over fucking football and sports either, but have intellectual dialogues with each other. Because we're the only group who has not gotten together and solidified ourselves as a group. Black men. And the most shit is happening to us. Black boys, young black men, older black men. You say my pinky and touching another pinky any damn way, Claude. It's crazy. You know, this shit is crazy. And that's what I'm saying. But that's my little platform. I don't know if you can share it and stuff. That's all I've ever talked about. Black men unified and solidifying ourselves as a protected group. But we have to get past all our differences within black men. We all have different views about how we approach women or black women. A lot of you Negroes still call them queens and put them on pedestals and saying stupid shit like, well, you know, man, when you be calling ratchet and all that, you talking about my mother. You talking about my sister. When you say that, like, well, I guess your mama ratchet, I guess your sister's a bitch. And last time I checked, if somebody calling out bad behavior in women and fighting and cussing, they ain't talking about my mother. You know, Claude said, I agree with you 100%. Well, thanks, Claude. We do. On which part, though, Claude? I said a lot. And so the thing is, black men, we have to get together and have conversations. We can do it. I live in Dallas, Fort Worth. But, you know, during this pandemic, make plans to meet up somewhere. What I'm talking about is we can get together and argue and cuss about some goddamn sports all day long. And that's black men's safe space. The masses of us. We have some intellectual brothers. You know, you have to watch them dudes sometimes. You know, my PhD black dudes, you have to kind of watch them. Some of them, a lot of them. You know, and then you have to also understand the gay black men and straight black men, we live totally different lives. Our politics is totally different. I'm not saying excluding them, but I wouldn't just invite them. Because then you got, you know, we come in so many forms as black men. You know, I guess we have to unite as black men, but I like to throw in the specificities. You know, straight black men, free-thinking black men. You got Christian black men, Muslim black men, Crips black men, Bloods black men, non-religious black men, Nation of Islam Muslims, Sunni Muslims, Orthodox Muslim black men. We got Farrakhan black men, Clarence 13X black men, Malcolm X black men. We got T.D. Jakes black men. Don't invite them. I would actually leave the religious brothers out, other than the Nation of Islam brothers. The religious brothers are just like religious black chicks. I don't trust them. You know, they follow these Negro preachers. I know, it ain't got to be a large group. I don't trust religious black dudes. I don't. I don't trust them. I don't trust them like I don't trust religious black chicks. I don't. Because you sound like Malcolm. You sound like you couldn't care less about T.D. Jakes or Free Flow and Dollar Creflo and all their favorite preachers, Freddie Haynes and all that. They ain't gonna fool with you. They gonna turn your ass in. Oh, there's another one. Master, there's one right there. He's trying to hide. So you just don't fool with them. Now they good for, now these religious chicks are great for the weekends when they're at the club, dancing to Wet Ass and Thought-ish by Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, they good on the weekend because, you know, Christian, they love to, you know, pop that thing on the weekends at the club and shit. So they're good for that, but politically and talking about being together as a group, We don't be fooling with these chicks like that. Now, they'll donate to stuff. They'll say on the surface, yeah, we want to see black men going together, but they'd rather try to pull you in church and all that shit. That's what they'll try to do, pull you up in there. And I ain't finna go in nobody's church unless I get one of them collection plates. But my conscience won't allow me to manipulate people and use them like that. Because someone referred to me, put a comment on one of my videos, said, Rico, you missed your calling. I think it was after my Sunday morning worship commentary. No, I didn't miss my calling. My calling is now. When in my groups that I've done, substance abuse education groups and therapy groups, my clients will say, Mr. Rico, you should do comedy like at the Arlington Improv and, you know, like a comedy store somewhere. So no, you should go to open mic because you'd be good up there. I said, no, that's not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be right here with you. Because in order to relate to people, you have to pull all kinds of tools out of your bag. And if I can relate to you or get you to hear what I'm saying through humor, well, that's why I am a vehicle. I am a conduit. Come on, somebody. Use me. Let him use you. He gives you the tools to reach people. And so I am where I'm supposed to be. It's not like I'm afraid of getting up there and bombing or anything. You know, but y'all know comics. A lot of them are not very nice in person. Because that's a hard job to be funny all day long, every night. And then next thing you know, they're drinking and snorting cocaine and trying to get that mojo. No, I'll pass. I don't need that stress. I do all right by making sure my clients are getting the message, what I'm saying. And I can honestly say I've been, over the past 24 years of doing that actively, you know, my clients, they thought I was the coolest. But yeah, majority, yeah. Of course, you had your hiccups here and there. Oh, like you talk too much shit. You had a few of those. But for the most part, they've told me I'm awesome. You helped me a lot, Mr. Rico. Man, I love your groups, man. Man, you be keeping it real in there, man. You be telling the truth. Man, I learned so much. You know, that's what I heard. It's from the men and women. They all like my groups. I mean, I don't have anything other than the truth to tell you. I'm not trying to sell anything. Maybe if I was someone who's trying to sell something, I'll come with all kinds of sweet lies and marketing strategies to sell you stuff. I've been giving away. I gave away everything I've ever had. Gave it away. All any knowledge I've gained from my education, from my beloved Grambling State University, anything I've learned and the tools and skills I've learned from being a social worker over the past 25 years, anything I've learned, I gave it away because I want you to have it. I want you to flourish. Just say thank you, man. You know, on your way. Just like now, I'm giving away jewels right here. He said, yeah, Claude said, black men do need to unite and most definitely be smarter. Exactly. That's what you agree on. Me too. I concur. And so, and that's what I'm about. I ain't thought about starting. No, I have a nonprofit, but, you know, because I want to give out free counseling, free education. But, you know, shit, I got bills to pay. And me trying to, and I guess that'll get my business off quicker than my nonprofit will probably pop out more than my business. I don't know. I have to try. But I'd rather have a nonprofit. You just come on in. We sit down and talk. People donate, and you get your a session a week or whatever. You won't hog all my time. I won't set you up for like 13 sessions in 2 weeks and shit. No. And do other things. I'd rather do that under the nonprofit umbrella. But also I recognize that we pay for, that whole thing, our community. We pay for everything we want but beg for what we need. And so I'm like, you know what, damn all that. Because I often struggle with, well, how much should I charge? Because I have a master's degree, I have a license in alcohol and drug counseling. How much should I charge? And I looked at the scale for someone who has just like a license and not what's called a clinical license, like a LPC or a PhD. They charge upwards of like $110, $120 an hour. And I said, well, how about 65 or 70? See, I'm always thinking about them, but then these same people I'm thinking about, they paid $200 for some damn tennis shoes, $150 to $200 for a goddamn Gucci belt, and they paid $80 for some stinking cologne. So I said, you know what? Black folks ain't poor. They have the money. They just pay for what they want. Claude says, you definitely have a major impact on people. You've changed my wife's viewpoints on a lot of subjects. Well, shout out to your wife, man. And for your wife and my mother, I try to leave out as much of the crudeness and the cussing. I do. I try to leave out, but sometimes I get on the roll and just talk as if I've never earned a bachelor of psychology, a bachelor of criminal justice, nor a master's in social work, and worked 25 years as a professional social worker. But, the population that I deal with, they don't care about that. They want to know, how can you help me? And so that's all I've ever done. I've been in practice. I didn't throw theories. I was in practice for the past 24 years, up until the pandemic. Well, 2020, 24 years of straight treatment centers, outpatient, contract counselor. And so now I'm deciding, should I get this nonprofit up or should I start this business? And anybody wants to do it, I still holler at them, but hit your boy on the Cash App, for the 65 or the $70, and we can talk that hour. We'll see what's going on. I got a little program. We got stuff there, But I like doing this, and I like radio. And you've always been told whatever that you enjoy doing so much that you even do it for free. That is what you should get. It's what you should get paid to do. But in the times we live in, what I'm talking about and what I do, if I'm not going viral, or if I'm not on the Breakfast Club or on TV One or BET or CNN, they don't think of it as valuable. I have to be validated by somebody white first in order for black people to come in droves. You know how that works? I have to I know the product I want to give out is not something to eat, not something to wear. It's for your cerebral. And our people aren't buying books like that per se. I don't have a TV show, because I know if I want to get a TV show, it has to have LGBT, it has to have pepping and hoeing and foolishness. And I don't want to push that. So it's it'll get there. Somebody will hear what I'm saying and call me on, and I'll perform and do my thing, and I'll go viral, and my living will be made. Because it's funny how our community will bleed dry somebody who's giving them something free. Bleed them dry. Don't think about, well, damn, they might have a car note to pay, or they may have children to feed, or they may have rent or mortgage to pay. They don't care. They just take and take and take. And that's part of it when you're trying to give back to black folks. I mean, to the point where you give up your life, Jesus Christ. You even give up your life, Malcolm X. You give up your life, Martin Luther King. You give up your life, Steve Coakley. You give up your life, Ida B. Wells. You give up your life, Fannie Lou Hamer. Give up your life, Nat Turner. And all that, and Dr. John Henry Clark, Dr. Francis Cress Wilson, Dr. Ben Yakhanan, Dr. Julie Hare. You give up your life trying to give stuff to black folks you think they would use and educate themselves. And it's just how they treat us. Now you tell the truth, man. Like you said, motherfuckers won't buy your book and won't hit that cash out. Like, well, goddamn. But maybe my stuff came with a funky ass beat. but I understand. It's always been like that. And when I was at Grambling State University, I used to have a newsletter, right? And I know y'all heard me mention it. It's called In My Opinion by Rico Rivers. It was more popular than the Grambling newspaper. All right, there's that damn wind. I hope y'all still can hear me. And I would pass it around. I'd make like 100 copies, 150 copies of my own money. And I would pass them all out. And next week come around, they're like, man, you got another one of your papers. Man, make sure I get one, man. Man, you were killing them in that last article, man. Make sure I get one. Hey, Tiffany Sugar. But make sure y'all give me a paper, man. I mean, they would, long as I was giving it to them free. And so I said, well, damn, that seems to be a demand. And so it wasn't the best quality of print, but I think people they liked my stuff so much that they put on their glasses to read what I was saying. And so that's why I'm like, hey, I'm accepting donations. And first it started with a quarter, then it started with 50 cents, then I came out with $1 donation. It was an 8x14 front and back page newsletter. And so I was able to actually, get some things done, because I made sure I had at least 200 every 2 weeks or 300 somewhere within that month to pass it around, because people were making copies and passing them around to everybody. And so that's what I'm saying. I had to resort to that instead of people like, man, we never asked how you making it, man. Because you got people upset around here, and people like to get a kick out of saying, man, you got motherfuckers mad around here. So if you know that people are upset, that means there are people who would like to cut off my living, or who would be okay with me not being here, being able to write this. So we never ever think about, hey, is there anything I can do to help you along in your journey? Because you enjoy it so much. You expect it, but we don't support it. And I had to learn that from reading the history of black men and women who've given their lives, their livelihood, so they can spread the good news. Come on, somebody. To the masses of our people. And what our masses of our people do is just take it and take it. And then when they pass on, they ain't got nothing to say. Because our scholars had no business dying broke. All those books and all those articles and papers and lectures. And then people half-ass showed up to lecture. Now, in the 70s and 80s, a lot of people were showing up. But then, at some of these black colleges, they were even taking, they said, look, my price is $6,000. Well, damn, we can't. And then they said, oh, well, give me $4,000. Drop their price or whatever. But they'll pay a rapper, they'll pay a CNN black person $15,000 to show up to talk about nothing. You understand how that works? I saw it happen at Grambling. No, we couldn't get a Dr. Khalid Abdul Muhammad up there. We had to sneak him up there. But you paid the rapper $30,000 to $40,000 to do a show. Then you charge for it and got whew, our own tuition. So we're gonna have to change that. If there's people out there who like what I like, goddammit, we're just saying hit the like, subscribe button on the YouTube channel, hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, or the Super Chat. You know, or you got to come out with a good product. You got to be something controversial or deemed controversial. You know, it's a lot of guys who are successful on that YouTube thing. You know, lucky for them. Whew. Because you got to find an audience. But most importantly, you have to find an audience that's willing to pay for your product. And that's, you know, everybody appreciate, man, we like what you're saying, man. Like what you're saying, bro. But damn, it's like starting a business in the black neighborhood. If they think they're giving you too much money, and you mess around and you drive up in your new car, wait a minute now. He pulled up in the 2021 thing. We must be getting him too much money. Or they expect you to sponsor every goddamn project that they have at their school for their kids. No, you're not obligated to that. You only gave me $10 this month. But you want me to give you a $500 sponsorship? No. I mean, we sure ask a lot from each other like that. And it's the weirdest thing. So my goal is to keep putting it out there. Somebody care and give a damn and say, boom, Rico, I want you to go on tour. Okay, how? I'm going to sponsor it. Okay. We're going to pay for your room, your car, and all that, and give you what's called a stipend. We'll pay you $10,000 for each show, each conversation, or $8,000 for the conversation. You get your 4- and 5-star room, you get the food, and then boom, boom, boom. You got transportation, you get there. And that's how you show people, look, his voice needs to get out there. I shouldn't have to wait on or subscribe to these media iHearts and Cumulus Radio, you know, all these white-owned outlets, because Urban One's certainly not going to put me on. It offends black women too much. Not that I'm lying on them, but it just offends. But that white man, Tom Lockett, got to be on for 15 years. Offended every white woman from California to Texas, to all the way to New York. And he still became a multi-millionaire. That damn, what's his name? Private Parts, Howard Stern, offended white women for 25 years on that damn radio show. Then they gave him a $500 million check to come to satellite radio. and what that included, him creating more content with other radio shows. You see how we do? The controversial in us, you know, we don't get that kind of support like white people do. They say, yeah, you offend a lot of white women, but there's a market there. They keep listening. With Kevin Samuels, people like that, even Tommy Sotomayor, you want to take him down, you want to shut him down when they offend black women. But white men get made into multi-millionaires. And guess what? Those white women that moved on by their way, he lived in his several homes. And so, Rico, you be talking about women. Okay, great. So a white company is going to have to distribute me and pick me up and sell my books, or take one of my articles and say, hey man, blah 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 blah, let me publish it. See what I'm saying, how that works? And I'm still here hoping one of our people who look past all that and see what I'm talking about, see the quality in what I'm saying, and push it past that. But you be talking against religion and all that. White men and white women, conservative white men and white women talk against all that stuff on talk radio every day, and they get paid handsomely by white corporations. But black men dare speak against the black church and all the foolishness that's going on. We don't want him on the radio. We don't want him on TV. Now, if he's on there, you know, doing stuff that you know, something to eat, teach people to dance, or telling jokes, yeah, he can be all over. But a serious black man telling us the truth to our face, Talking about the men and women. They don't mind you getting men in check. If I had a show just telling men how horrible they are, my whole shtick was about telling black men how terrible they are, how they've fallen off, how black women are down because they have put them down. Oh man, I'd be way popular. I'll be the next Derrick Jackson. I'll be the next Dr. Umar, Minister Farrakhan. I mean, I have it going on. And that's not how it's supposed to work. The man voice has to be heard in the black community and not just how y'all want us to be heard. And so people say, man, Rico, you should be doing this. I know, but they have to reach out to you. They have to want to distribute you. Y'all know how that works? I got a YouTube channel. Everybody who felt that I'm doing a great thing, I should have at least 50,000 subscribers. Now, yes, I know I wear a size 58 shoe. I step on a lot of toes. It's not my intention. I don't feel good about it, but it's something like Christian folks say. He put something on my heart to tell you, and the whole statement about what they say, oh, let him use you. Well, that's what I do every time I get on this damn phone and espouse an opinion. I'm letting him use me. Come on, somebody. And so what you hear, it just comes through me. I know that shit ain't. God ain't told you say none of that. I'm not a religious dude. I'm just saying, Christian folks don't have ownership to God. Muslim people don't have the ownership to God. Us non-believers, guess what? We don't believe in the religion. We ain't say we never believe in the Most High. Got it? We don't have to go to church to prove that we believe. Now, if I want to go to get a girlfriend and knock off at a Bible study, yeah, I go to a woman, not a girlfriend. To knock down after Bible study, I'll go back to church. But they see a young, handsome, put together, masculine black man in there. Shit, I have about 5 phone numbers before 11 o'clock service is over. And I know all eyes will be on your boy. They ain't got any there but shiftless cats in there and little gay dudes. And the preacher think he's supposed and cheering. So, I knew I'd be a hit if I went into the damn church. Well, I told an ex-girlfriend, you would never come with me to church at all? I said, sweetheart, I'm trying to tell you, you don't want me to go up in the church with you. Because there's some stars up in there. And starving women up in there. You bring this man up in there, they see shit. What's this? Okay. So, but anyway, y'all get it? I think, again, I've talked long enough. Shout out to Andrew Cuomo. He'll be all right. He's got plenty of money. And I don't know why they try to take his brother off CNN. I don't like everything Chris Cuomo said. I think he's a smart ass. But, you know, he doesn't have to lose his job because I think he's a smart ass. Because I don't even watch CNN like that. So, I don't even watch it at all, as a matter of fact. But people think he should be gone for some reason because his brother's resigning. I'm telling you, people just go all over. But what they need to be doing is looking at all them dirty skeletons, dirty clods of other Democrats. It's funny how they all coming together to try to use him as a sacrificial lamb. I said it. But anyway, y'all be cool. Enjoy the rest of your day. We'll talk again in the future. Don't forget my short story. Hit your boy on that Cash App. Y'all be cool. Peace.